object through the help of your CTRL plus button and minus button of numerical num keys help to make scaling. Scale 1 point more. Scaling 1 point more, I mean like 1%. If the same job would be done by the shift button plus the same, it will allow to do scaling 10%. So how to make the scaling much more faster? Through the command plus minus on the numerical keypad. So you got to know now how to scale the object. The second. So you can see now with control and shift. So you can see here 63%, then it switch to the 73, 83, 93, 73, 63, like 60, 53. So 10% you can move down and up. Right. Now 1% is up, and down, up, down. Now how to rotate this object? You can rotate it up the same way. Only the plus and minus will allow you to rotate. Num key. Plus, minus, num key. It will make to rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Now the shift button will make it to go for the speed to make it rotate fast. So switch to the R button, it shows the rotation 10 degree, 1 degree, 10 degree, 1 degree. So use the shift button to give the speed. Plus the same. Instead of 1 degree, you can go for 10 degree. So scaling, rotation, both are under your control now. And position anyhow, it is under your control to make it with navigation arrows. 1 pixel movement, move. So with shift plus the same 1 pixel movement, 10 pixels. 1 pixel movement, 10 pixel movement. So position, rotation and scaling, all the things are under your control. So the keypad. Done. Now the next. How to move even below the pixels. So let us go for P for position, S for scaling. So 7. P for position, S for scaling, R for rotation, T for opacity, A for anchor point. Position property, scaling property, rotation property, opacity and anchor point. All the things could be open on screen, like just press the P and T, P and switch to the properties. Is it okay? S, T, P, A. So, okay. So how to activate the properties, you got to know now. Along with your position, if you need to see the scaling, now what happens, like if you're pressing P, then position is visible. If you need to see the scaling along with your position, shift S. Shift is a command which combine the properties to visible on the screens. Now go to know the next. Shift with the properties P, S, T, A, R, add on. So add more properties. Go on adding the properties. So along with this, you need to see something extra, then shift R. Only R. R plus P. Rotation with position. Shift is the button which helps to show all the things. Right. The next, if you have done some animation to any particular property, just P and the rotation is done with this. Now only the animation property, if you want to see, like, then switch to the U. So it will show you only animated properties, which is animated. So got to know the next key, reveal animated keys. U. Reveal animated key. So out only the animation keys. Right. So it is related to animation, like 100 of keys are there only with animations to get control the things. Now we have seen how to see the animation buttons. Now how to set the position key. Alt Shift P. It will set the position keys on the screen. So P will show you the position per Alt Shift plus P. It will set the position key. Set position. So you can generate the position keys. Exactly the same way you can set the scaling key. Alt Shift S, Alt Shift R, Alt Shift T, Alt Shift A. So you got to know now Alt Shift and all the things, it will generate the keys. The same. S, R, T, A. So instantly you can able to generate the key without switching to the stopwatch. You can able to activate these keys. Right. So properties कैसा देखना और animation on कैसा करना, and this is the same key to set and delete. Set and delete. If already keys is there and you want to remove, yes, remove. T, A, P, S. So it will generate the keys, it will delete the keys. Ardhamayinda? Now the next. If already keys are there and you want to see the property of your keys, then Control Shift R. It will show the properties of the key. You can feed the number and get the answer. So the next thing you got to know, Control Shift. Now Alt Shift is to add the keys, but now Control Shift plus P. Then what happened? Control Shift P. It is the hotkey is added to the what is this, antivirus something. So Control Shift R. Click the layer. You can see the rotation property. Rotation property. So CTRL plus Shift plus R. Rotation property. Rotation input. Exactly the same way. If you need to see the Control Shift T, then so it is not Control Shift O is for what is this? Alt Control O. It is a special button for opacity. Here Alt Shift say Alt Control CTRL plus O, opacity, input. So you can see the input box and fit the number and get the answer. Okay, leave it up. So two things you got to know: rotation and opacity could show the input box where you can fit the number and get the answer, and even the position also too. Position. But anchor point doesn't have and scaling doesn't have, because Control Shift S for save edge and Control Shift A for your deselection. So there's two hotkey, it doesn't work out. But here opacity, rotation and position, you can fit the number and get the answer. So Alt Shift O, Control Control Shift O. 1 minute, here I've done it wrong things. Control, this is the same key. One wrong have been written. Same job. So whatever it is there, here Control C, Control P. Same thing. Control Shift is a command. Over opacity. Alt Shift you have written, that is wrong. Control Shift O, Control Shift P, Control Shift R. Opacity. If you need to reduce the opacity, like Control Shift O, open the box, fit the number, get it transparent. Set the transparency to go to any level within a click. Right? How to make the animation stronger with fitting the number. Right? Get 100%. Right? Now, if you need to go for scaling, okay, fine. So let us see how to do this animation. Alt Control.
So generally, opacity is shortcut key T, but here.
Oh. Control T is for like transform. Control transform to the body. O, opacity. S for scaling, T for say all the things. Here T is a different hotkey and O here to opacity. Fine. So you got to know the basic hotkeys now. If you are dealing with the keys, because we are talking now, what is the topic going on? What are the keys available for animation in After Effects? And now relevant to the keys. If already key is generated, to generate the keys, this much of thing has been done. Is once the key is generated, yes, you can switch to the next key and previous key by JK. So there are two commands, it allows you to jump to the next key and previous key. So you have to know now J key. K is to move to the next and J is previous, next key, previous key. Right? And jump to the next key and the previous key. Now once keys jump, now if you need to select all the keys, Alt Control A, next key, Alt Control A, select all visible keys, visible key. Instantly you can select all the visible keys, whichever it is visible, not which is in hidden format. So if you need to select all the position key, just hit the P and ask to the software Alt Control A, or else if you don't want to select, then Control Shift A, Control Shift A, CTRL Shift plus A, deselect all, deselect all key. Because animation and the keys related. So animation में कितना? Now check Alt Shift V. Now if you need to select all the keys, Alt Control A. Select all the keys. Does it okay? Now how to scale the keys? Hold the Alt and drag it up. So you can find all the keys get moved together. Scaling keys. Alt plus drag from edge. Edge key, the scale key, scale key. Text and text. If you select all the keys and hold the Alt and drag from the edge key, either of the edge, from the start or the end, you can scale all the keys together. 200 keys ki ఒక్క టైంలో మీరు animation stretch చేయాలంటే అలా stretch చేయొచ్చు. ఒక్కొక్కటి keys move చేయలేదే 100 keys ఒక్కసారి move అవుతుంది. Is it okay? So you can find out how to move all the keys together by holding Alt and drag from edge key. Either it may be from the start or it may be from the end. scaling key. So if you have done an animation for like one fraction of 1 second and you want to show the same animation in 10 seconds, so all the keys to not to get separately move, that also you can do, but what will happen, the animation style will get changed. If you need to maintain the style and get the animation to slow down, then all the keys has to be stretched together. And if you need to stretch it together equally proportionately, then select all the keys, hold the Alt, drag the edge key and make the animation scale up. Is it okay? What is called scaling, where to use scaling, how to do the scaling without scaling operations, and what is the difference between that and this, answer should be there. అలా చేస్తే ఇండివిజువల్ మూవ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, ఇలా మూవ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, అది ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలా, ఇది ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలా, అండ్ రెండు మీదే animation speed change చేయొచ్చు, right? You can move the keys to make the speed to change in both the way, either individually or all together. If you move individually, what will happen, animation will get delay but the style will get changed. Fine, then that make a sense. So we got to know now how to scale the keys, right? Now once you bring all the things, then job becomes much more easier. Position, rotation, scaling, everything now. So let us do some events. Okay, बहुत सारे मतलब keys वगैरह सीखे. Now let us do a practical things. So now the concept, like how to do the alignment on the screens. Alignment. If you are dealing with multiple layers, then the things to be arranged proper with equal gap. Alignment and distribution. Distribution, right? So these two takes a major event on the screen. Screen के ऊपर alignment कैसा करना, distribute कैसा करना, and arrangement anyhow you know of alignment. So alignment could be done with reference to the canvas and with reference to the selection. Alignment means what? Edge arrangement. Edge की arrange चला alignment. It may be from the top side or it may be from the left side, but it may be from the center. So how to do arrangement on the things, and arrangement could be done with reference to the canvas or to the canvas means like the file where you are working. Fine, let us take a new file with a small size to understand the alignment purpose. If you need to make this object to move to the left top corner or right top corner to the center, you can switch to the option called Windows Alignment, and here two options are there, selection and compositions. Switch to the composition and move to the left side and top side. So now I got to know how to move the object instantly to the required place on the canvas by the switching to the option called composition. Canvas is represented by composition. So set the position key. Now check to the screen with your present knowledge how you cannot do. Set the position key and get it duplicate. How to duplicate the layer? Select the layer and switch to the option called duplicate, Control D, and make the layer duplicate. Once it duplicate, go to the right side of your canvas, Control D down side and Control D to the left side. Fine. So now got to know how to arrange the things within 2-3 clicks on screen on the four corner of the screen. And everywhere the keys has been generated, and switch to the destination, select all the keys 1, 2 and bring them to the center. Fine. So you got to know how to bring them to the center with animation. Does it clear? Ardhamayinda? So what you have learned now, how to do alignment, and already you have learned how to do animation. Fuse all the things and get the job done. आपको alignment आता है, position आता है, दोनों को fuse करो और animation बनाओ. Fine. So once more, select all, get it out. What is the logic? Take a new layer, get it okay. Set the position, Alt Shift P. And the work Ardhamayinda. Now go to the destination. Now if you want to make it to go to the left top, yes, left top. Now the animation is done. If you can able to do it 1, you can do it to 10. The same thing is repeated. Is it okay? Same thing is repeated. So at this place, this to be duplicate. Yes, it should come to the right. Duplicate, go to the down. Duplicate, go to the left. Finish. Starting place for everybody is the same. Now the animation. Is it clear? Logic. Only the things are happening not with any rocket science, with logical things. Options are the same. So now I got to know how to make the things to get into the center and away from the center with the alignment and the animations, fuse them together. Idea? If it is done, then you need to make it move one after the other, then set the layers a little aside. By just sending the file after 1 frames, then it creates a next animation. Does it okay? Now the next. After moving all together, now you need to make them to come to here in the same center. 1, 2. So what is here now? Go to the composition setting and get them to on center. Select all. So which is away from the screen, check it up. So what happened over here, position P, and it should be into the composition center. Okay. So it is. Fine. The animation is not responding because of a reason like the interpolation is not working proper. Interpolation means what we have learned in the last class. Interpolation, it should be linear, then it will sharply come to the center, because Bezier will make it to go for like tangent. So go for linear and get it done. Okay, fine. Or else if it is not happening, then once it is done, then you just ask the things to get it placed once more with the click. Go to the left and so this is giving some trouble because before animation and the present animation is giving a smooth edge. So this could be sorted out by giving a right click, interpolation, go to the linear. So now we have seen what is called linear styles and get it fix here. One click and so its concept remain the same, but the things if it is not happening proper, maybe like due to some reason. Control Y, Alt Shift V. Now left top. Yes, duplicate, right down, up, duplicate, left, down. So all the things are there in various places. Control A, Alt Shift, click and click. So everybody comes to the center point. Now, yes, this is to go left, and the next one has to come to the right side. So you can say how to make the animation automated. You need to make the things to be done up. Select all, get it U, and find the keys are here. Select the next, switch to the top. Okay, only this one, top side, and this one down side. Right, it has come from the edge and gone to the, but while traveling it is traveling in a curvical path, and this is happening because of what? The keys are having Bezier in form. So give a right click, switch to the interpolation and go for linear, then you'll find very sharp movement now. So you got to know how to make the animation to get smooth by the option what? Interpolation. Select all the keys, give a right click on a key and switch to the interpolation, go for linear, get the job done. So everything now straight. So by default that is there, that is to be get breakout. Where is the option? Selecting all the keys and giving right click, interpolation, linear. Finish. Now if it is to be get place one after the other, yes, shift the position, then it will come and go one by one. Right? So how to make the animation with alignment? So if you need to make it them to stay for a while after coming, then after it has to move up. Then how to do? Select all the keys, and you have learned already how to move the layers in point to the reader. How to move? This is open bracket and close bracket will move the layers in point. So once it reaches to the center, it has to stay for a while. Then what to do? Select all the keys, or like select one of the keys of that particular layer, the before one, paste it up. Paste. 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 So what happened? Come, stay, go. Stay for a while, long time. Come, stay, go. Come at a time, stay for a while, but go one after the other. Then how to do? Move the keys. Are you getting? We are writing the story now here on the screen. Then what will happen? Everybody will come, but they will step wise go. Is it clear? So now we got to know how to edit the keys to make the animation separate. Is it okay? Go one by one. All the game is your timing. Now the same job could be done in this way also. Make them to come one after the other, then it will not come in the same time. It will come one after the other, go one after the other. But in the middle that will stay for life. So what we have tried over here to understand, like what is called alignment, and how to fuse the alignment with position, and how to make the animation separate. So delete. Now we can make it to more complex things. So we've done a very simple. Let's over here. If you need to arrange them one after the other, then get it duplicate. Control D is for duplicating, and get it move. Select all the layers and get it distribute. All the graphic designing is working over here. Just what to do? Go on duplicating. Control D is to duplicate the layers. Control A, distribute. So you understood now how to arrange the layers within a click, one after the other. Once more, Control Shift Y. So you can select it from here, so that you only need to select these layers and go for the layer and setting, go for 5. So now got to know how to make all the things to get changed in a single take by making the solid setting to change from the project panel rather than layers. So now if you need to get it placed one after the other, then how to do this? Arrangement is done. What is the topic now? How to get them arranged one after the other. Then what will happen? It will create an illusion like it is moving up. So how to arrange the files one after the other? Yes, you can do it in this way, but it takes more time. Select all the things and get it cut. How to cut? Trim out. How to trim out? Alt cold bracket. Now how to get it arranged one after the other? And go to the animation assistant sequence layer. You can go for OK, and now the things are arranged one after the other. Is it clear how to get it arranged? So whatever you have learned, with that only the things are happening, but in a massive way. एक दो लेयर प्रैक्टिस करना अलग है, 500 लेयर एक साथ काम करना। सो यहाँ पे थोड़ा मास लिया जा रहा है और स्क्रीन पे जब आपको मास ही दिखा जाता है तो लगता है कि कुछ ज़्यादा हो गया, पर काम उतने ही पोजीशन, एनिमेशन, अरेंजमेंट।
మనం జనరల్గా ఫుటేజ్ ఉంది కదా సార్, ఫుటేజ్ని కిందకి డ్రా చేసుకుంటాం కదా, డ్రా చేసుకున్నప్పుడు మన సీక్వెన్స్ని ఓవర్లైన్ ఆప్షన్స్ వస్తాయి కదా, ఒకవేళ మనం అప్పుడు కానీ మనం కానీ అన్క్లిక్ చేసాం అనుకోండి, అంటే వాటి మీద క్లిక్ చేయలేదు, అప్పుడు దానికి అవి చేయాలంటే
మళ్ళీ ఇవన్నీ సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ స్టార్టింగ్ వచ్చి మళ్ళీ అది చేయండి. And if you have done a different animation, you need the other animation, then you need to do it once more. This is the answer. Once more you need to do this. So here you got to know how to get it arranged one after the other. ఒకటి తర్వాత ఒకటి ఎలా వస్తాయి. But now, what is the next requirement? If you need to sew it up, then what to do? So we have seen now how do the layers are arranged one after the other. So get it next and select all the things, Control A, and get it open the things, Alt close bracket. I got to know how to open the layers, trim out, trim in, any అయిపోయింది. అది ప్రాక్టికల్గా యూజ్ జరుగుతుంది. So if it is to be get minus, yes, minus, minus. Right, without doing animation, how to do the animation, but just by arranging the layers. No animation is done, but yes, you can do the animation. Otherwise, two options you have learned: how to make a layer, how to cut the layer, how to arrange the layer. Arrangement is done by whom? Keyframe assistance, sequence layer. Related to animation, how to do animation without doing animation, and the answer by arrangement. By arrangement, how to do the arrangement? Make the layer to place one after the other, and it make a illusion of animation. Does it okay? So now we have seen now how to make a small animation without doing animation with arrangement. Now if it is done, then this is what the composition, it can make this composition to place in a new composition. Make a new composition and drag this composition and place over here. The 500 layers become a single layer over here. So now I got to know a little advance how to put a composition inside the other composition. ఏం నేర్చుకుని ఒక కంపోజిషన్కి మళ్ళీ ఒక కంపోజిషన్ ఎలా పెట్టాలి, మళ్ళీ పెడితే లాభం ఏంటి, ఏమి లాభం? All the layers into single layers. What is the profit? All layers turn into a single layer. If then, what is the profit? You can handle it as a single layer, and you can make all the layers to get rotate in a single take. So you can find now the animation to the next level. Clear? So what you have done, how to make a composition to place in the other composition, and the rest of the thing are just a rotation. Again duplicate. Fine. So we got to know now how to make pre-compositions. This is technically called as pre-comp. Technically ఇది ఏం చెప్తుంది? Pre-comp. What is pre-comp? Putting a composition inside a composition. Answer, question over. What is the profit? It make all the layers into a single layer. If you turn in all layers into a single layer, what is the profit? You can rotate, scale, do all the things within a click to a single layer, and that will affect to 500 layers. ఒకసారి ప్రీ కంపోజ్ చేస్తే లాభం ఏంటి అది తెలిస్తే ఓకే ఈ కోసం చేయాలా అది చేసిన అవసరం పడుతుంది. అది లాభం ఏంటి అది మనకు తెలియదే, మళ్ళీ ప్రీ కంపోజిషన్ ఎందుకు కావాలా అది తెలుసు, కానీ ఎందుకు కావాలో అది తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఇలా చేయాలా డ్రాగ్ డ్రాప్ చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది, కానీ ఎందుకు చేయాలా టు మేక్ 500 ప్రాపర్టీస్ టు టర్న్ ఇంటూ సింగిల్ ప్రాపర్టీ. Fine then, so we have understood now what is pre-comp and what is the benefit of pre-comp and how to make a pre-comp. And once it is done, and you can drag this and drop, again make a new compositions. All the things will turn into again in single layers, and rest of the things is art. So duplicate. right? And drag and drop. So you are just dragging, dropping and placing somewhere here, right? అర్థమైందా? So if it is so, then you can rotate, you can place. So know where animation is done and where the screen is full of animation. ఎక్కడైనా సరే animation జరగలేదు కానీ animation కనబడతాయి. So animation could be done in this way also. This is what the logic. It's okay? If it is okay, then we can move to the next complex. So what you are learning, how to do animation in After Effects. But event has to be done up. 100 of events చేయండి. నేను మంకీ యానిమేషన్ ఏమైనా చేసిందంటే మీరు ఎప్పుడో 10-20 యానిమేషన్ చేసే రావాలి. ఇట్ ఇస్ ది థింగ్స్ హౌ ఇట్ కుడ్ బి ప్రిపేర్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమర్థమైంది, మల్టిపుల్ లేయర్స్కి ఎలా యానిమేషన్ చేయాలి. ఇది ప్రాక్టికల్గా ఎక్కడ యూజ్ అవుతుంది, అది మ్యాటర్. ఎస్, ఆల్ ది ప్లేసెస్ need to find out where it is used and the idea has to come up, right? No? Like sound, like waves, volume controllers, loading of the files, all the things are the output of software. Like file load అవుతుంది అంటే ఎలా బటన్స్ ఎలా చూపించుకోవాలి. So at that time who is going to help? This is going to help us. Like this animation could be helpful. Without doing animation you can do it up. So how to do this? So you can see now. So let us do some practical, like is it the thermometers animation? Does it have been finished? So if the client asks, make the animation to move. Now the temperature is rising in the city. ఇది చూపించుకోవాలి, స్టోరీలో ఇది జరుగుతుంది, ఇది రైజ్ రావాలి, ఎట్లా చేయాలి. ఇట్ ఈస్ డన్, దెన్ యూ హెవ్ లర్న్ హౌ టు డూ దిస్. గివ్ ఎ రైట్ క్లిక్, సేవ్ ఇట్, because this type of events has to done up. So classroom learning is quite boring thing. It should be a practical oriented from your end. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాకల్టీ వస్తే ఏదో నుంచి థియరీ చెప్తే నుంచి 2-3 ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది, కానీ it is not the real learning process. This event has to be done, then that will make you to save. Get drag, drop, finish. So with your present knowledge, how to do this? Rajesh. So what is the client is asking? Get it animate. Get it animate. Tell. Very simple. Switch to Photoshop and get open the file. Because practically ये आपके तरफ से होना चाहिए, ये क्वेश्चन होना चाहिए. सॉफ्टवेयर कुछ भी मत सीखो, कोई सॉफ्टवेयर सीखने की ज़रूरत नहीं, बस 4 प्रैक्टिकल वर्क सीख जाओ और उसके साथ में सब कुछ हो जाएगा. राइट नो, अभी मैं एनिमेशन का थ्योरी के साथ स्क्रिप्टिंग जावा सब सिखाए, तो वो नॉलेज के लिए बस, पर जॉब वो नहीं है कि काम नहीं होता. हाँ, अगर कहीं पे फैकल्टी का जॉब करते हैं तो होगा और सब यूज़ होगा, पर स्टूडियो में काम करोगे तो कोई नहीं पूछेगा कि जावा क्या, आउटपुट करके जाओ, बस छोटा सा बॉल यहाँ से यहाँ पे मूव करो, सैलरी लेके जाओ. So I mean to say that yes, this is quite important and get focus on it. Control J. Fine then. So we have learned all these things and now get use of this. तो अभी ये ग्रिड में नहीं है, ये ग्रिड में अभी नहीं है. ठीक है, जो भी है इसको फॉलो करो till what extension it is going. Put it up. It should not. Right. Tried. So trying to clean up the things. So the first job is to clean the image. So it is pure artistical job. So technology जितना आपको आना चाहिए उससे ज़्यादा आपको artistical approach होना चाहिए. You can find out what is required and how much patience required to get this up done. So once it get clean up, then it's the time to move this image to the next after. Make sure like before moving it is in a straight line. So it is to be get straight. Control T. So Control C. Control I. And get the compositions to be here. So you find your photograph is here now. Now it's the time to take a single solid with the required color, and it should be very slim, width low 2-3 pixels, and the height maybe like again check the height. So you place the thing properly where it is to be there. So get the size to be down, Control Shift Y, and get it down the size. Right. So the thing is to be get placed over here. Now get the center point to come over here so that you can able to move on that direction. So it is not required if your object is in proper way, because now the object is not in proper direction, so it is to be done, or else it is not required also. So get the center point to come down here, how to change the center point through the pen behind tool. Bring the center here and get it plus or minus, so get it into direct direction. So how to rotate the file, plus minus, whatever you have learned, that is used. Now it is the time to rise this slider. Ardhamanda, everything from the net to the Photoshop to After Effects, and everything is record of. Now 200 has to be done up, then it is worthy. Now it is the time to get this particular line to get scale up. So how to scale the object? The scaling to be done to whom? To the red color line. And from where? From the downside. And which properties to be get changed? The height, not the width. So now the scaling to be get open. Yes. Inside the scaling has to be done from where? From the down. And this scaling will not do the game. So it is making it go down also. So how to restrict the things? Get this center point to come down. So how to change the center point? Center point can be controlled by anchor point. So anchor point, which there are two value x and y. So the maximum is 1, 1, 3, and this to be get down. So how to change the center point? Get it down the center. So you can change the center point by double click over here and see this is what the center. So you need to bring it to the maximum downside. So the time you drag it down, you can see the value get changed. So bring it to the required. So almost like 2 to 6. Why you put in 2 to 6? This is a question should be asked. Am I right now? अगर एक क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते हो तो चीज़ समझ में बहुत नहीं आएगा. By default it was in the center, what was having 113. This is in the middle, and now it is to become to the maximum double, so 2 to 6. If you go for 0, then it will go to the top side. So 0, what is the value and what is the maximum, exactly the double it will come over here. So now got to know how to make the center point to come down first. Why you have taken the center point down? This will be the next question. Because the scaling will happen in from the center point, the scale happens. Movement, scaling, everything happens from the center point. Now, what is to be scale up? What is to be scale up? Okay, fine. So answer giving the y to be scale up. Why the y? Because the height. And what you have done? You have break the link. Why to break the link? Because x should not be scale up. Answer question, answer question. Now get it down. Yes, bring it down. So got to know how to scale out the things. Get the position scaling over here and switch to the destination and go for 100%. Job is done. So what you mean to say that, yes, you have learned the things and it should be in a practical manner. Same position, same scaling. But doing practice doesn't require these all the things. No doubt will come up. Practice for 100 days, 200 days, no doubt will come up. But do it up, 200 doubt will come up in the next day, next fraction of second. And this doubt is paid up. And this is paid. And market need this. Does it okay? Just I have told like what is required and what we are doing or what should do. No need to do practice. Just do a small animation. Scaling only done. And here you have learned all the things. What is Photoshop? What is After Effects? What is anchor point? మనకి ఇవన్నీ థియరీ చెప్పడానికి వస్తుంది. 2 hour క్లాస్లో 500 ఆప్షన్స్ మనం చెప్తుంది, 500 బోర్ వస్తుంది. ఈ క్లాస్ మీద 2 ఆప్షన్స్ నేర్చుకుంది జాబ్ అయిపోతుంది. దిస్ ఈస్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మాట్ ఆఫ్ లర్నింగ్. అండ్ దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ యూ నీడ్ టు షూట్ అండ్ డూ. షూటింగ్ చేసే ఫైల్ తీసే, సో హౌ మేక్ ది బాటిల్ టు ఫుల్ విత్ ద వాటర్. సో కెమెరా వేర్ కెనాట్ బి రీచ్, దట్ ఈస్ డన్ బై ది compositor. So get the work to be done. Is it okay? Fine, then just what is the next? You need to think of that. Everything has been done in your practical forms. Make a speedometer and show the speedometer to run. Next, find out what other things could be done. Because every movie required a VFX shot, and this cannot be shoot up because glass will be there, that will reflect, it doesn't match. So then people need to be shown very clean on the screen. అప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ కావాలి. సో కంపోజిటర్స్ ఆఫ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ wherever the cameraman cannot able to do it. again it has to fall down, go up. So if the temperature to go down, what is to be done? Just have a key and get it move, and suddenly this value has to be shown up. వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత సడన్లీ డ్రాప్ అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఇది కీ కాపీ చేస్తే పేస్ట్. అప్పుడు ఏమర్థమైంది, కాపీ అంటే ఏంటి, పేస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఎందుకు అన్నీ. బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫార్మాట్లో ఏమవుతుంది, 5 ఆప్షన్ మాత్రమే వస్తుంది. లాజిక్ ఏ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఏమి అర్థమవుతుంది. ఇది కూడా నేర్చుకునే ఒక పద్ధతి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ లర్నింగ్ అండ్ దట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ లర్నింగ్. సో ఫ్యూజ్ ఆల్ ది స్టైల్స్, get that out. So what you have learned today, how to make the animation under your control through the different keys and all, and how to make a practical animations with concept designs. So make some concept and get the designs and save the file, and in the next further classes we will be learning how to turn into a video. Idiki video lo ela move chalo. So once the speedometer is done, then it could be used in any file. So if you need to make the speedometer to place over here, yes, inside a composition you can press it up. So, now on the same screen, 2 animation running up. Right, there is a profit of making the composition to place inside the next compositions. Everything in a practical manner is happening, but yes, what is your need, that makes sense. In every time, the time you switch on the television, a lot of animation are flipping on the screen, and it is done by some other artist, right? Fine, then we'll meet up tomorrow. Tomorrow no classes, I will meet up day after tomorrow if you can. Fine, day after Sunday, no, one day. Right.